Im November vergangenen Jahres hatten wir das erste Mal hier bei uns in Aachen zu Gast die Ausstellung Hexenjagd in Papua-Neuguinea. Und ich stehe jetzt vor einem Bild, das mich damals und auch heute wieder besonders beeindruckt. Wir sehen Teno, eine Frau aus einem Dorf in Papua-Neuguinea, die 3 Tage lang gefoltert worden ist mit glühenden Eisenstangen, und sie ringt mit dem Tod, kann man sagen. Und wir sehen Schwester Lorena, eine Ordensschwester, die sich gegen den Hexenwahn in Papua-Neuguinea engagiert. Wir sehen ihren sorgenvollen Blick. Vielleicht wird sie schon ahnen, dass Teno wenige Stunden nachdem dieses Bild aufgenommen worden ist, an den schweren Verletzungen versterben wird. Das Schicksal von Teno ist kein Einzelschicksal. In 36 Ländern der Erde werden Menschen als sogenannte Hexen verfolgt. Betroffen sind oft Kinder, Männer, aber vor allem Frauen. Die Gründe dafür sind vielfältig. Oft geht es um eine Art Sündenbock-Mechanismus. Also es passiert eine Erkrankung oder eine Pandemie und man sucht jemanden, der vermeintlich verantwortlich ist. Wir wollen, dass Schluss ist mit diesem Hexenwahn, und deswegen haben wir den 10. August als den Internationalen Tag gegen den Hexenwahn ausgerufen. Dass wir uns für den 10. August entschieden haben, ist kein Zufall, denn Sie sehen hier Christina. Sie ist am 10. August 2012 der Hexenjagd, dem Hexenwahn entkommen. Sie konnte sich befreien, und Schwester Lorena setzt sich bis zum heutigen Tag dafür ein, dass die Täter bestraft werden. Sie setzt sich für Gerechtigkeit ein, denn die gibt es bisher nicht. Schwester Lorena stemmt sich mutig gegen das Phänomen der Hexenverfolgung. Seien auch Sie Teil dieser großen Solidaritätsaktion. Meine Stimme für Christina. Unterstützen Sie Schwester Lorena in ihrem Engagement. Und denken Sie an uns am 10. August, dem Internationalen Tag gegen den Hexenwahn.
Say a word or two about that. Are you here still with us, Sister Lorena?
Yes, Phil Gibbs, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I just have a question. Well, this is something coming from Germany, and how on earth did they hear about this, and what was their reaction? What was their response to what we've just seen?
First of all, I'm still mourning. I'm still mourning for Tenno, because she died an hour later. After I was holding her and bringing her to Ebianda, an hour later she was dead. And the people refused to take her back to bury her. So first of all, I'm mourning with her for all the people who have not been able to survive after the torture they experienced. And my cry right now for everyone who has been tortured and who is a survivor, please help me to fight for justice, for a holistic justice, for not only for themselves, but also for their husbands, their children, the entire community, the entire human community, and especially the paradise of Papua New Guinea, that we can end this terror. And therefore, we are already preparing here in Mendi with high schools, with teachers' colleges, with community health workers' school, and with everybody, with all the churches we can reach, to go with us again on the roads, into the marketplaces, into the churches, into the court places, ask the police to join us, ask everybody to join us for the second International Day to establish an end to this terror, like we were able in Europe, although it took us many years. Anna Goldin only died in 1875 in Switzerland. But I believe we can also do that in Papua New Guinea. Thank you very much for joining us. And thank you very much for being part of all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you very much. It's a very special note to draw towards the end, but I hand over to Miranda now for the closing remarks.
Thanks very much, Professor Philip, and thanks so much to everybody for joining us for these really amazing 2 days where, you know, I thought I knew a lot about this issue, but I have learned so much more in the last 2 days from all of you. What we were really seeking to accomplish with this workshop was to have an opportunity for us all to regroup, to think about, you know, what have we accomplished individually and collectively, and what really needs to occur to move forward. And the secondary purpose, I think, was to connect what's happening here in Papua New Guinea with similar developments that are occurring across the world. And so we've heard from our international speakers, and some of them have even been able to join us. I've just seen that Leo Igwe has been able to join this last few sessions. He was the one who spoke to you yesterday from Nigeria, and has put a submission to the United Nations about addressing this particular issue that is affecting, you know, 60 different countries around the world from the research that we've done, and hundreds and thousands of individuals and communities. So hopefully everybody has benefited from those connections, and we've had a great chat that has brought together lots of suggestions that we're going to now take out, compile into a report for a variety of reasons. The first use that we'll put it towards will be a submission to the parliamentary inquiry into GBV, and we will certainly use that as an advocacy tool as well going forward, calling for some of the key issues that you've identified as needing priority. And one of those that I've seen very strongly is the support for the National Action Plan and some kind of a mechanism to coordinate a little bit better the wonderful actions that everybody is undertaking. So I know it's been a very long 2 days. Joining on Zoom is difficult, and we haven't had the advantage of being able to have the hospitality in Divine Word University that we were planning to be able to offer everyone when we first applied for this conference. I think we started planning it 2 years ago. But the benefit has been that I think a lot more people have been able to join us via Facebook. So thank you everyone who has joined via Facebook and has then shared the messages, hopefully, that have been coming out of the conference. So there's also the advantage that we have got the conference recorded, and so we'll be able to make that available for people to reflect upon later. And the website, we'll share all of those details with you, but certainly it will be posted on the Divine Word University Facebook page as a first place, a first port of call. Hopefully as well, I'd encourage everybody here to reach out to others. You may have heard of some work that some people are doing that you think you could contribute to, or that they could help you. So, you know, by all means, I think everyone who has participated today is really interested in collaborations. So don't hesitate to reach out and to suggest further collaborations. I think that's the only one that I really wanted to. Those are the only points that I really wanted to make. Unless anybody had any final words, then we can end it.
Well, I'd just like to say that at the moment we've got 42 people linked to us on Zoom. And with Facebook, we've got 890 people reached and 335 engagements and various comments, 51 likes, and we've got a number of people watching live. So it's reached out to a number of people here today through the Facebook link, which is I'm very happy about it. I'd just like to thank the people here at the Rhinewood University. I've got a room full of people who have been working hard. I've got students on either side of me who have been typing madly, typing everything that they can, and we're going to try and put out a written report. We've got the recording going on. We'll be stopping the recording in a minute. We've got IT specialists who've been with us, making sure that everything works. And they've been working very hard to make sure that we can make this a truly international conference. So I'd really like to thank them. I think we've learned now how to run a conference at an international level. We'll have to do more. We were going to have all of you, or many of you here, and we were going to take you on bus tour of the Highlands and take you swimming in Madang and all these things that we were going to do before COVID came, and then it changed our world. But we're dealing with it, we're managing it, so thank you. Anyone else want to say a word before we finish? Fidelma, yes. Miranda has her hand up.
No, I didn't, but that was a very good prompt, Fidelma, that I did. You must be a mind reader, that I did want to actually thank very much, in particular, all of our moderators, who I just think did a wonderful job of keeping us all on time, of directing the discussion in really positive ways. So thank you so much to all of you, and of course to all of our panelists as well, who gave us such wonderful material and such wonderful ideas.
Normally we would finish with a conference dinner. Unfortunately, we'll have our own individual conference dinners tonight. But I think that's all I can say. It's just a reminder that we are.
Lily wants to say something, I think.
Yeah. Okay. And if you haven't put your name in the chat, your link to the chat, please do so before you leave, so that we can be in contact with you. Lily, go ahead. No?
You need to unmute.
Miranda, did you mean me? Because I'm Linda, not Lily. So do we have a Lily here? Or did you mean
Lily
me?
at Voice for Change, I thought she had her hand up. Yes, she does.
Team Voice for Change, we would also like to thank the team behind to get this meeting successfully hosted. I think we feel energized and we feel connected, and we are not alone battling for this issue, but we feel connected, and we also learned a lot from the same issue in other countries as well. And thank you so much for the people who are behind the scenes to get this Zoom successfully hosted. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Lily, and the friends there at Voice for Change.
And also, I just had a message from Leo Igwe, just talking about the international connection, who would just like to say a word now that he's been able to join us.
Hello, thank you so much for this wonderful conference. Unfortunately, I couldn't join you yesterday, but the bit I've gotten today has been very exciting, and I'm looking forward to collaborating with all the participants, all the panelists, and all the organizations represented here. These are very important work. This is a very important network, and I hope that it's going to reflect positively and progressively, on the campaign against witchcraft or sorcery-related violence, not just only in Nigeria and Africa, Papua New Guinea, but in other parts of the world. So thank you for this wonderful initiative, and I hope we can build on this and make sure that we make witchcraft, sorcery-related violence a history, not only in Papua New Guinea and Africa, but around the world. Thank you so much, and I look forward to working with all of you.
Thank you, Leo.
I just want to, my comment would be, I really missed the Deputy Sec for DJEC's contribution. I particularly came for two sessions. That was the government's role as well as the church. I was more interested in those two sessions. That's why I came in. And unfortunately, the DepSec for DJEC did not speak. So please, Professor Gibbs and Miranda, if you are doing a report, it would be really nice to see what the government's response is on this. The last parliamentary inquiry I attended, they said one is coming up in August. So probably, hopefully, if you are able to prepare for that and how you can include sorcery, because women and children are dying. These lives do matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Drew. I think that's an important word for us to finish on today. It's just turning 3:30 here in Papua New Guinea. So thank you to everybody, and I think we'll end this conference now with just a thanks, a round of thanks, and a promise that we're all going to pursue this as best we can with all the energy that we've got. Thank you, and then we'll switch off now.